It's a Green Thumb Thursday. We do it every Thursday, and our favorite gardener, Justin Rohner, is here from Agriscaping Technologies. Good to see you as always.
Oh, it's great to be here.
So we're talking about elegant square foot farming for spring. What does that mean?
Well, that means you can grow a lot in a little bit of space. I mean, that's really what it is. You can have your beautiful garden and eat it too, and you can really pack a lot in. Even the little corners, the little nooks, the little crannies around your garden really add some beauty, just like we kind of created here.
So you can take your small space and actually make it look elegant.
Yes.
And edible.
Well, as long as you consider this looking elegant. Does this look good to you?
It looks good to me.
It looks good to you. Well, then that means this is exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, so what are the keys to doing that?
So one of the keys is to make sure that you don't think that, I guess you got to come from the space of I can have beauty and eat it too. And you really got to come from a place also of looking at layers. You know, you can see right here we created 3 different layers. We got a low, we got a medium, we got a high. And when you start your plants, though, if you're going tomatoes, which everybody loves their tomatoes, they love their salsa garden, they're going to start with their little tomato plant that they get from the nursery, and they're going to go, okay, well, this is small, so I'm going to put it in the front.
Right.
But that's not the way to go. If you want to make sure that your garden's going to look beautiful long term, you got to remember that this tomato is going to grow big, just like we got here. And you're going to throw this in the back, and this one plant, one tomato, needs a whole square foot. So that's your 1 square foot.
So that's the farming by the foot.
Farming by the foot.
Okay, good to remember. What about layering for looks? I mean, what are the key things to remember? Because you've got all kinds of shapes and sizes here.
We do. And you can see in this one little pot, this is a 1 square foot pot. So this is a good example. We've got 5 different varieties of things all in this 1 square foot. But we've also got these pots and layers as well. So we got a higher pot, a low pot, and we got a low, and then all the way down at the bottom. So we got low, medium, and high. And as we're planting these plants, we want to make sure that in each square foot, we're doing the same kind of thing. So if we got a central pot, we put a tall thing like a tomato that's going to grow in the center. We're going to put some medium things around the side like your lettuces. And we're going to put low things that are usually your beautiful flowers, good deterrents of your pests, will be at that lowest level. So you really can get 3 levels in 1 square foot pot as long as you plant them correctly.
Is there a rule of thumb for what kind of pots you should select?
Well, with a pot, you want at least 12 inches of depth. I'm looking for at least an 18-inch diameter type pot. That's what I'm going to be looking for. And I'm going to want to have this kind of pot probably in a morning sun, afternoon shade scenario. But you can look online at our website at agriscaping.com on the news page. We've got a great new class coming out this Friday that's online. It's free. And we'll teach you the 3 simple steps of gardening success so we can get more into the details of what type of soil, what type of plants to be planting now, and give you access to exactly what you can plant right now, because it's different for everywhere in the country.
Right.
And right here, it's particularly a great time to be growing.
Well, like you said, get your spring on, right?
That's right.
Why is rotation so important?
Rotation's important because as you use that soil, it's going to deplete the nutrients. And we got a simple rhyme we love to tell everybody. It's root, fruit, bean, green.
Root, fruit, bean, green.
And so in succession, if I was planting a tomato, that's a fruit. So I'm going to go root, fruit, bean, green. So fruit, I'm going to follow it with a root. So I'm going to look for something that's more of a rooting type plant, which we love to use our edible flowers as our rooting plants.
It sounds like it could be a rap song.
Oh, there we go.
Saying. Okay, what about 3 Sisters Companion Planting and Beyond? I saw that and I thought, what does that mean?
So 3 Sisters gardening is something that's been around since the Indians. I mean, it's something that's been around a long time. Native Americans have been growing up this way. And what they'll do is they'll grow like corn, beans, and squash. That's the original 3 Sisters garden.
Okay.
And so they'll start with their corn in the center of a space. Usually about 3 square feet is what you need. You get those growing. About 6 weeks later, you're going to plant the next layer, which is going to be your beans, and those beans will be able to grow up the stalks of that corn and actually help fortify that soil, add more nitrogen. And then that lower level, you got the corn, bean, squash. You got the squash around the perimeter of that, and so you got that 3 layers going on, and they're all helping each other out, good companion planting, and they serve each other very, very well.
Well, I love it because not only does it look good, but it tastes good, and you reminded people that you do have that online class. It's Friday, right? Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Okay, so it's tomorrow for 3 simple steps to gardening success. All they have to do is go to your website.
That's right.
Right? Okay, it's agriscaping.com. Justin, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Get your green on.
Get your green on.
Get your spring on.
That's right.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Group Scoop and some fun things happening from Hollywood. Good stuff. Stay with us.